Hey everybody, and welcome to the next installment of Tom's World. Today, while out for a short walk and testing my new phone, I decided to stop off in a local woods not too far from where I did the Dinosaur Lake video. It's still along the Poquessing Creek because, as I said, it is long and windy, and it weaves in and out of far northeast Philly and Bensalem. So today we'll get to see another part of it. Walking down the main trail, just off to the right here. If I go down this area, at the bottom of this trail is an area that's very well known to a lot of people that are my age and older, as it used to be the party spot in the woods. Now obviously I don't say that underage drinking is right, but it is what we did back then. Already I could tell that this camera is so much better, especially with the anti-shaking feature that's on it. For those of you that grew up around here, you already know where I'm going. If you don't, you soon will remember. Little area where the creek runs off. Actually, it's flowing into the creek. So I'm not really sure where that comes from. However, the main attraction is down this way. I'm sure a lot of people are getting flashbacks right now. I know I am. This is obviously still a well-used drinking spot. But that's not where we did it. Where we did it was down here. It's nice to see the little flowers are starting to grow. A sign that spring is coming. Okay, this right here, while right now may not look like much, was actually, let me back up some, there was actually a broken down van right here, and this is where everybody would come to do their drinking. If it were still here right now, we'd be looking at the back doors of it, if I remember correctly. What people would do would be to bring the beer down here, whether it be in cases or kegs, which usually was a keg, and they would hide it in the back of the van, which would be right about here. And then that way, if the police should show up, you just close the back doors of the van and everybody would scatter into the various parts of the woods. And then when it was safe, everybody would come back, open up the doors, and continue drinking. Most times when there was a keg down here, it had the whole, buy a little solo cup for however much, $3, $5, basically just to cover the cost of the keg and see what kind of money could be made to go towards the next time. Very interesting times, very different times. But I'm sure a lot of people remember this, the van. Nowadays, the drinking spot in these woods seem to be in a completely different place. Obviously, they wouldn't still stay there. There's no attraction there anymore. We'll go down here. There's a little clearing down here And that's where most of the partying seems to go on nowadays. Incidentally, on the way in, I noticed that there was a sign that actually called this Poquessing Creek Park. There was a date that it was established, but I didn't get close enough to see it. Another interesting little piece of trivia about the area. Okay, back on the main trail, and already you can see the little solo cups. Indicating that this is the party place. This clearing right here. It's far enough away from the houses in the background there, which at one point were part of these woods. But sometime in the last 20 years or so, those houses were made, taking away a good chunk of the woods. But you can see strewed all about. All the little solo cups, tiny bottles of liquor, a little communal area where the fires are had. There are houses up that way as well, which sit behind the Woodhaven Mall. So the woods have gotten a lot more narrow than they were when I was just a little guy, but they're still here. Take a walk down and look at the creek a little bit here. Pretty calm moving creek. And this is the exact same creek that I had to cross to get to Dinosaur Lake, only that was a bit further down there on the other side of Woodhaven Road. You can see there's various islands and such that have formed in the middle of the creek here, and it is a little bit wider here. It does get a little more narrow again down that way, but it also gets deeper as well. Let's go down a little further and check that out down there. I've actually made my way onto one of the beaches down from the trail. And you can see under the bridge quite a bit of graffiti there. Not bad looking though. But my question is, all the way in there, they have some graffiti in there. That would mean they actually had to go into the water just to do that. I don't think that's something I would do. Not as peaceful down here as it is in the Dinosaur Lake woods, mainly because of Woodhaven Road being right here. Just down that way is the entrance for 95. And there it is, Poquessing Creek. The trail does keep going around this way, but I know it doesn't go too far before it turns back around and dumps back out onto the main trail. So I'll start on my way back. Once again, back at the opening, the party spot of today. Can't believe how warm it has been out lately. The other day we got up to 70 degrees. And it's going to happen again, I think, this week sometime. I think it was Friday. The only thing I don't like about the warmer weather and the woods is that's when everything starts creeping back out from its slumber. The spiders, So you get to walk into a bunch of webs. The ticks. All the little critters are usually out there in the winter too, but they seem to come out more so in the warmer weather. I don't mind them as much. The thing I hate the most is the ticks. Almost kind of a phobia of mine. And yes, I do sense the irony, as I do walk in the woods a lot. But maybe that's where that phobia came from. Constant exposure. Well, I guess that's going to wrap up this video. As I said, this was just a short video testing out my phone, showing you another area of the Poquessing Creek. I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you'll stay tuned for the videos to come. Things can only get better. My camera presence will get better, my editing will get better, and hopefully you stick around for that. Till then, keep sharing my videos, keep showing people who might enjoy these videos, encourage them to subscribe. I'm already up to 44 subscribers at the time of this video, and I thank each and every one of you. Like I had said before, you all rock. Make me happy. Even if you don't subscribe, at least give this video a thumbs up, and hopefully I'll see you all soon. Till then, take care.